This is the house that Kamurai built. Time to get started.
Hey everybody. Hi Adam. Very honored actually that you put me in your top 4 for this. For everybody who's not in the know, this is a 7 facts about you tag type video, and normally not something I would go for because I'm not big on talking about myself, but I have big respect for Adam over at JunkDrawerVideos, and since he decided to tag me, I'm going to go ahead and do it and let him and everyone else know a little bit about myself. For the movie clubbers, this channel is my personal type channel. This is where I like to wax philosophy and everything, and there's 100 horrible videos if you want to pain yourself with it, so enjoy. So my first fact, since Adam asked specifically, is my name, Kamurai. This is kind of one of these things that just happens when you have a very common first name. In high school, somebody would yell Chris down the hallway, and 20 people, to include girls and teachers, would turn around. The way to go about fixing this is that you go by your last name. Nobody can really pronounce my last name correctly. And through deformity, Kamurai emerged. And for a short time, Samurai, while I was on the lacrosse team in high school. So I guess that could be my first fact about me, is where my name came from. Oh, shit. Shit, hold on. Or is it Kamurai? Here's kind of a 1.5 for you. In 1999, there was a video game released for the Sony PlayStation called Kamurai. Same story and everything, no joke. It translates to coming of God. So fact number 2, I went to college and gained a skill set for computer programming. I can do a couple different languages and a couple different things, though I have my stronger points than others. Currently, I write script programming for a company that specializes in IVRs, automated phone messaging. When you call to make payments for gas card, it's probably one of my applications. I can't guarantee that, but it's possible. Let's slowly work that into fact number 3. In high school, I started really getting a bug in my butt about things that I just didn't like about the world and things I was interested in. I was like, well, maybe complaining about it isn't enough. What can we do to fix things? So in high school, I started designing my own Pokemon type RPG using a tactics board instead of the cut and dry time-based style that Pokemon actually uses. I had composition notebooks full of stuff. I wrote everything from scratch. I have maps still from then. This was one of like 20 projects that I have now in different areas of development. And the reason I went into programming was that it was what I determined that would help me the most to succeed to make these projects work, because I didn't have the skill set in order to program it, and I was having a lot of trouble figuring out how to learn that on my own. Internet wasn't quite such a thing then, or at least I didn't know how to use it properly. Lead that into fact number 4. I almost didn't go in for computer science. I sat down with myself one day and I decided I had 3 real lanes that I could pursue and possibly make careers out of. I turned it down to computer science, psychology, or biology with the focus in salamandria. Those last 2 really don't have a good output for finding jobs. And I can still, to this day, say that I study up on things every now and again, and I can apply aspects of both towards my projects in computer science, particularly my game development. For 6, it amazes me the type of things that Adam and I have in common. It amazes me the type of things Adam and I have in common now and back then in high school. I was a huge pro wrestling fan in high school, and I really got into it. I studied it, and I worked the theory, and I learned it. And I got really good at predicting matches just based off what was going to happen, where the setups were, and I started looking for how to become a wrestler. And it came down to I was really going to have to teach myself so that by the time I could go and do these things with a school or a company or a region or whatever, I would be ready. I wouldn't be learning so late, and things just did not work out properly with all that. It really came down to having a lack of presence that I could A, get to it, and B, it helps when you've got somebody there to do stuff with you. So nothing really ever came of that, and I went on with my life. But the thing I love about professional wrestlers and for the industry in general is that those are people with true commitment. They're extremists. And here's my 7th fact, I guess, is that I'm an extremist. And really, as a personality, that's how I am. I'm a control freak / extremist when it comes to a lot of things, because I just don't believe in cowing down to how you're supposed to do things. I like to find my own way to find what works out best for me. And instinctively, I want all the cake, or I don't have any of it, so I don't eat it. Likewise, when I have interests, I have so many interests that I don't give myself enough time for all of them. And like, if I was really serious about doing videos, I'd be much better on camera, which I'm just gonna laugh at myself. But when I get into something, I get into full bore. I think this should prove that. I shouldn't have to defend myself further in that regard. I think that's 7. I'll double check, but Adam, I can't believe you picked me for this, but thank you very much. Suppose I'm supposed to tag other people now? I don't know. I don't have friends. Alright. Grace, if you haven't been tagged, go ahead and hit this up. Give us 7 facts about yourself. I'm sure you'll make it interesting. There's a certain Mr. Backthorn. Why don't you give us a little bit about yourself, man? 7 facts. Do it. And I seriously doubt I'll garner her attention, but took it home to Jenny. Jenny, why don't you hook us up with some 7 facts about you? It'd be a truly honor if you actually did it. But other than that, thanks Adam for the fun experience here, and as always, I'm Kamurai. Have a nice day.